Hello everyone, this is Shanti Shirsat from Praveen Patil Polytechnic, Bhayindar. In previous session, we learned about some TCP/IP protocol suite, that is the protocol at the layer host to network layer, that is SLIP and PPP. In this session, we learn some new protocols which used at the another one layer of the TCP/IP model. Learning outcomes. The learner will be able to understand the internet layer protocols, that is IP protocol, ARP, RARP and ICMP. Introduction. The internet layer packages the data into the IT datagrams, which contains the source address and destination address information that is used to forward the datagrams between host and across the network. Internet layer performs routing of IP datagrams. IP, as the primary protocol in the internet layer of the Internet Protocol Suite, has the task of essentially establish the internet, delivering packet from source host to the destination host solely based on IP addresses. For this purpose, IP defines the datagram structure that encapsulates the data to be delivered. IP is a protocol responsible for transmitting data from its source to its final destination. IP is a connectionless protocol, meaning that it transmits the messages to the destination without first establishing the connection to the receiving system. IP has performed some functions, that is encapsulation, packaging of transport layer data into the datagrams or packets. Second is the routing, the identification of most efficient path to the destination system through the internet network. Next, addressing, identification of system in the network using IP address. Next is the fragmentation, the division of data into the fragments of an appropriate size for transmission over the network. Protocol identification, the specification of transport layer protocol that generated the data in the datagram. This is a IP datagram format of IP header format. Okay, the version, internet header length, type of service, total length, identification, flag bits, fragment offset, TTL, that is time to leave, protocol, header checksum, source and destination IP address, options and data. All these are the fields of IP datagrams. So we learn about these all fields one by one. The type of service field is a 1-byte field, contains the code that specifies service priority for the datagram. This is a rarely used feature that enables the system to assign priority to the datagram that routers observe while forwarding it through the internet network. Fragmentation offset. When the datagram is fragmented, the system inserts the value in this field that identifies the fragments placed in the datagram, that is identity. Next is the internet header length. This field specifies the length of the datagram's header in 4 bytes words. The typical length of the datagram header is 20 bytes. But if the datagram is included additional options, it can be longer, which is the reason for having this field. Header checksum. This field contains the checksum value computed on the IP header fields only for the purpose of error detection. Next is the data. This field contains the information generated by the protocol specified in the protocol field. Next is the source IP address. This is 4-byte field, and this field specifies the IP address of the system that generates the packet or datagram. TTL, that is time to leave field, which is 1 byte, and it specifies the number of network that the datagram should be permitted to travel through on the way to its destination. Each router that forwards the datagram reduces the value of this field by 1. If the value reaches 0, the datagram is discarded. Then flag bits. This is a 3 bits field, and it contains, this field contains bits which is used to regulate control or maintain the datagram fragmentation process. Next is the optional, that is variable field, and it is present only when the datagram contains one or more of the 16 IP available options. Next is the total length. This field specifies length of the datagram, which includes the header and data fields. Next is the version. It specifies the IP version, that is IP protocol version, that is maybe IPv4 or maybe IPv6. Next is the protocol, 1 byte. This piece contains the code that identifies the protocol that enumerates the information found in the data field, okay, which is available or entered in the information found in the data field. After that, identification. This field contains the value that uniquely identifies the datagram. The destination system uses this value to reassemble the datagram that have been fragmented during the transmission by the sender device. After that, destination address, which is the receiver's address of 4 bytes, and this field specifies the IP address of the system for which the datagram is destined. After the IP protocol at the internet layer, the next protocol is ARP, that is Address Resolution Protocol. Mapping high level IP address to the hardware address is called address resolution, means find out the hardware address based on IP address. ARP is a protocol used for resolution of network layer address, that is IP address, into the hardware, that is link layer address, that is physical link layer address. ARP converts an IP address to its corresponding physical network address, means you know about the IP address of the machine, then ARP finds out the hardware address or physical address of that device. It is a lower level network protocol operating at layer 2 of the OSI model, and ARP provides the interface between IP addressing system used by the IP and the hardware address used by the data link layer protocols. Message format of the ARP. This is message format of ARP. We learn about or discuss about all the fields of that message format. Check this. ARP message fields contains first target protocol address. That field contains the IP address of the target system, that is destination system. Then sender protocol address. This field contains the IP address of the sender, which generates the message. Protocol size. For IP address, the value is 4 because protocol version 4. Opcode, that is 2 byte field and specifies the function of the packet, that is ARP request, ARP reply, RARP request or RARP reply. Target hardware address. This address specifies the physical or MAC address of the destination device. Then sender hardware address, that contains the physical or MAC address of the sender. Next, protocol type. This field identifies the type of address in the sender protocol address and the target protocol address field. Hardware type, that is 2 byte fields, and this field identifies the type of hardware address in the sender hardware address and target hardware address field. Hardware size. This is 1 byte and this field specifies the size of the addresses in the sender hardware address and target hardware address field in the bytes. Next protocol is RARP, that is Reverse Address Resolution Protocol, and used to resolve the data link layer address to the corresponding network layer address. For example, RARP used to Ethernet MAC address to the network layer address. It does the opposite operation of address resolution protocol. While ARP broadcasts an IP address, that is network layer IP address, in an effort to discover its equivalent hardware address, and RARP broadcasts the system's hardware address to find out the corresponding IP address of the devices. Message format of the RARP, that is Reverse Address Resolution Protocol. Let's so start with all the fields in that message format. The fields in the message format of RARP. Hardware type. The type of interface the sender seeks and answers for. The protocol type, that is high level software address type provided, that is header length, that is physical address. Length of arbitrary physical address. P-length, that is length of protocol address. Operations. Specifies type of operation, that is ARP request or ARP response, RARP request or RARP response. Sender's hardware address. This is actual hardware address of the sender. This is 6 bytes, that is 48 bits. Sender's IP address, that is 32-bit IP address. Target hardware address, that is destination node's hardware address, and it is up to 6 bytes. And target IP address, that is the destination IP address of 32 bits. Next protocol of the network layer is ICMP, that is Internet Control Message Protocol. It is a TCP/IP network layer protocol that provides troubleshooting, control, and error message and services. It is most frequently used in operating system for network computers where it transmits the error messages. ICMP for Internet Protocol version 4 is called ICMP v4 and ICMP v6. Internet Control Message Protocol is also known as RFC 792. ICMP message encapsulation, that is binding of message. ICMP itself a network layer protocol, however, its messages are not passed directly to the data link layer. The message is first encapsulated into the IP datagrams or IP packet before going to the lower level. ICMP messages has header and data field. Complete ICMP messages is treated as IP datagram or IP packet. Complete IP datagram is treated as a data in physical network frame. ICMP message format. Okay, in ICMP message format, first 4 bytes of header are the same for all the message types and last 4 bytes are different. The type field in the header defines the type of message, means error message or data message, anything. Okay, code field in the header specified reason for particular message type. Then checksum is a header is calculated over the entire message. Data is an error message carries the information for finding original packet that had error. And data in query messages carries extra information based on type of query. The ICMP. There are 2 types of ICMP messages. One is error reporting message and another one is query message. This is a list of messages and its types. Destination unreachable and the code used is 3 and packet could not be delivered. Time exceeds, that is code is 11 and time to leave field hits 0, means the packet travel from number of networks. Source quench, that is choke packet, not packet transferred properly. Then parameter problem, that is invalid header field. Redirect, teach a router about geography. Echo request, then echo reply, timestamp request and timestamp reply. All these are the messages which may be error reporting messages, and out of these some are error reporting messages and some are query messages. ICMP messages, error reporting messages. The destination unreachable, when the subnet or router cannot locate the destination, means destination is not properly specified. Time exceeded, when the packet is dropped because its counter has reached to 0, that is time to leave become 0. Parameter problem indicate that an illegal value has been detected in the header field. It indicates bug in the sending host IP software or possibly in the software of the router transit state. Next is the source quench message. To throttle host that send too many packets, when host receive this message, it slow down sending packets. Redirect is used when the router notices that packet seems to be routed wrong. It is used by the router to tell the sending host about problematic error. All these are error reporting message in ICMP message format. And remaining 3, that are the query messages. One is echo and echo reply. To see if we give the destination is unreachable and alive upon receipt of echo message, the destination is expected to send an echo reply message back. Means positively sending and receiving of messages from sender and receiver. Timestamp and timestamp reply. Similar to echo queries, except that the arrival time of the message and departure time of the message of the reply are recorded in the reply. This facility is used to measure the network performance. Means this is similar to echo request and echo reply but with timestamp. Means when that particular packet or datagram or message sent or when exactly it received at destination side. And this is very important to calculate the performance of that particular network. Thank you guys. Remaining protocol suite in TCP/IP protocol model we discuss in next video.